Hello everyone, and welcome back to another discussion stream, which are always fun. I hope you guys have a good time doing these. I certainly do. And today, the question or challenge proposed to us is to I'm supposed to pick my favorite soundtrack in a video game, which I couldn't really pick one. I couldn't really do that. So we're gonna talk about video game soundtracks. I'm not gonna talk about just one. I'm gonna Jet Set Radio. Of course, someone just comes in hard. Jet Set Radio. Okay, but so I couldn't pick one. I couldn't pick a singular game, and I don't think just like I've said before, this whole challenge is made more for Tumblr than it is for YouTube. So we're gonna slightly alter this. We're going to look. I'm gonna put up a couple songs, and I apologize. The audio is gonna be all over the fucking place because this is live. I don't have time to audio mix, and so if you guys have headphones, some of these songs are gonna be quiet, some of them are gonna be fucking loud. It all depends on what the YouTube video is. But I'm gonna put up a couple songs here, and we're gonna listen to a little bit of a few of them, and I'm gonna talk about, I guess, what I think the purpose of video game soundtracks is, what they should be accomplishing, and why the songs I put up there, resonate with me, whether they're just good objectively or if they just do a good job of creating ambiance, etc., etc. So let's see. For the first one, let's go ahead. The first one is it's a little ditty from my childhood. I'm just gonna play it for you. It's from my favorite game when I was a. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be fucking loud. So be prepared for that. Alright, let's maybe turn that down just a bit. Okay, so to give you context of this song and why it's so fucking good, I'll give you an idea of why it's so fucking good, besides the fact that it sounds amazing, is, this is the first fucking thing you hear, besides, like, the little intro video that plays, like, if you decide to do that. When you start the game, this is what it hits you with. Bam, right out of the fucking gate. It gets you hyped. It wants you to play, and then you play the beginning. It's not slow, but it's a little serious. But it's just wacky. It's good. It's a wacky game. It's got a wacky intro. Oh. If you haven't played the Thousand Year Door, you need to immediately. Nice job. He gets it. You understand. It's good. There was a rabbit that roasted Mario. It's a good song. Someone said Armored Core. I don't know any music from Armored Core, but this, besides the fact that this song is so fucking good, it's really effective for getting you hyped to want to play the game. Like, you start the game, and this is what it hits you with, and I think that's a good... First impressions are important. You only get to make one first impression on someone, and I shit you not, when I read number 8 and it was like pick your favorite soundtrack, I was like, well, I can't do that. I'll just pick some songs instead. This one immediately hit me because when I was a kid, I was young, so it didn't register in my mind that I could listen to this on YouTube, like this song. So I would just leave the game running on the main menu for like a long time, like hours. I would listen to this song all the time because I loved it so much, because it was just good. Because it's just a good song, you know? And the whole game, every single song in this fucking game is great. Rogueport, such a memorable Hubtown theme. Absolutely fantastic. So fucking good. We're not going to listen to it, but it's good. It's good. So, the next one... The next one makes me sad, because it makes me want to cry. This is... no, go back to the beginning. We're going to listen to this one. This is The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Harvest Dawn. Anybody who's played Oblivion, you're going to hear this. It's going to take you right back. If you played it when you were young, you know, if you played this game when you were young, this is going to take you right back to walking around Cyrodiil and just experiencing everything. It's good. It's good, I promise. It's a good one. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's really beautiful. It's this is just an ambient track that just plays. You hear it a lot when you go through the game. You hear it a lot. Like, you'll hear it when you're in the main town, you know, the Imperial City. You'll hear it when you go through, you know, villages. You'll hear it when you're just wandering around. It's just good. It's good. It plays often, but it never overstays its welcome. It never overstays its welcome. It's great. Honestly, I think you could think of almost any section of Oblivion. If you think back to when you played it, you can think of any moment in the game, and this song will probably have been there, except for, you know, action-packed moments. Any time where there's combat or some sort of, you know, fighting, you know, this isn't there for that. This is there for everything besides fighting, and it's just good. You know, it does a good job of just really, it just not, like I said, not overstaying its welcome. You know, and that's really tough for a game that you're going to be playing for, you know, it's an Elder Scrolls game. You're going to be playing it for hours, hundreds of hours, potentially thousands of hours if you mod it. And you're going to be hearing this non-stop. And it's not going to grate on you. And that's really important, you know, for a song not to grate on you. How about throwing that annoying fan off the cliff? By Azura, it's the fucking champion. Let me just fillet you. Does it play then? It does. It actually does, funny enough. Not as sad as Nier, but far more nostalgic. Oblivion has some great music in it. That's why I usually put it on the background of some of my streams. So I think, again, game music is different from things you would hear on the radio or something you would hear in a film. Well, it has more similarities with music you'd hear in a film than something you'd hear on the radio. But game music is generally stuff that you are going to hear for extended periods of time, and you're going to be hearing it often. For extended periods of time, a lot of times. And you got to have songs that don't grate. If you have songs that grate on people and make them annoyed, that's bad. You have effectively fucked up in making your soundtrack. But this song never grates on you, which is impressive. Now, this one is a bit of a cheap shot, but it is good. Now, I want you to imagine you are walking through a dwarven mountain, a mountain city, a city built in the mountains by dwarves. You're walking through, You're looking around all the dwarves. You got blacksmiths. You got an auction house. You got a mailbox. You got dwarves doing ancient carving runes on tablets. Imagine you're in that dwarven town. What music are you going to hear? A lot of people would probably hear this. Now you have to understand. You have to understand something about this particular track. And it also goes into the gnome section of the city, so it does go into that section. Now you have to understand, when World of Warcraft came out, it was a lot of people's first MMOs. You know, a lot of people got started on RuneScape or perhaps Warhammer Online, but for most people, their first MMO was probably World of Warcraft. And for a lot of people, they could probably remember exactly how the Orgrimmar theme went or how Stormwind went, but for me in particular, I started as a dwarf paladin. I worked my way through Dunmora and got to, you know, I got to Ironforge, and I walked in and this fucking track hit me, and I was I was young, I was like 12, and I was so fucking immersed. I was like, holy shit, this is what a dwarven city would sound like. It's got this fucking it's so good at creating that ambiance, that sort of grand scope, you know, because a dwarven city is huge. And when you walked in, it was one of the biggest cities, Ironforge. It's probably one of my favorites. It's probably, I think I like Ironforge more than I like Stormwind, at least back in the classic days. When this part of the song kicks in, oh, it gets me rock solid like a fucking mountain, because that's where the city's built. You know? It's so good. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I could talk about WoW's music for days. So many tracks in World of Warcraft are just fucking excellent. Honestly, even if the game is poopy nowadays, they still have zillions of dollars that they pump into their music department and create some fantastic music. Mists of Pandaria had amazing music, by the way. Absolutely fantastic music. Every single expansion had great music. But fuck me, was Mists of Pandaria good. Tony, can I post 2 pieces of music from my childhood? Now, if you try and post something in my stream chat, generally YouTube will auto-delete that, because it'll consider that spam, because you'd be spamming my chat with the links to other people's YouTube things. So usually I say no, if only because I don't want you to be, like, banned by Nightbot. I don't want my bot to, like, auto-ban you. However, I have a music channel in my Discord, and you should post it there, and you can just say, this is what I was talking about in the stream, just because it's safer for you. But you should do that, and you should say what you're going to post in the Discord here before you do it, so that when I go over there after the stream and look in the Discord and do one quick sweep after my stream, I can see what you posted. The final battle theme from Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I loved Bowser's Inside Story, even though it had quite a bit of problems. I consider it to be a very experimental game in the Mario & Luigi series, if only because a lot of the things in that game made it over to other games. You get what I'm saying? It just kind of worked, that like the big battles with Bowser, you know? It's a great game. It's a great game, Mario & Luigi Bowser. I love the Mario & Luigi games. They're great. I know a lot of people don't like Partners in Time. They say it's too long. They say the level scaling isn't great. But it's got aliens in it, and it's such a cool and it's so great because they're like mushroom aliens, and mushroom aliens are just cool. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. They're just cool. So I got one more song for you guys, and then I'll really open up the floor to you guys. I know you guys have been throwing stuff out in my chat right now, and I've been kind of ignoring it. Not, you know, because I want to ignore you, but because I want to get through all of this stuff, and then we can talk about you guys' stuff at the end, which is how I usually run these streams. But I just got one more just for funsies. I don't have any like super deep connection to it. It's not anything. It's gonna be loud, by the way. It's gonna be fucking loud, but it's not anything. You know, anything I can really talk about besides the fact that it just sounds aesthetically good. I will say I like music that has a bit of a beat. I like music that's fast. Music that's similar to the Paper Mario intro theme is stuff that I like. I like things that are fast. I generally don't like things that are slow. So this is probably why I like this one so much. Also, this game is lit if you haven't played it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let this run. I almost just want to let it run in full, just because it's so fucking good. But you know, maybe I'll just run it in the background, just a little quiet. You know, it's so fucking good. Yes, as some people have pointed out in the chat. Also, I need to get a better look at. Okay, so I've been playing a lot of Warhammer. I really love Warhammer Fantasy. I think it's fucking great. So I've been playing a lot of Warhammer games recently, just besides Vermintide. You know, I've been playing Total Warhammer 2 when I have the free time and I'm not fucking tired from working. But Mustakalan in the chat asked, how long has Pac-Man music been this good? The answer to that question is a very fucking long time. Also, your icon in YouTube looks like the symbol for one of the Chaos Gods, and it's really throwing me off. It's really throwing me off. Fuck me, this song is so good. As some people have pointed out in my chat, someone just immediately shouted out -8. Now, if you don't know who that is, he is a porn artist, very, very big on E621, the porn site, and he used this song in one of his porn animations for. I think it was Pac-Man related. Yeah, I think he drew some ghosts. He drew the ghosts, but like as thick girls, like dancing. Now, I don't particularly enjoy -8's porn. His stuff doesn't really do it for me. It's not that. What the fuck is this? Animated why is Mr. Enter in my recommended? What? I don't even watch his stuff. Why is he recommended to me? Mike? Okay, Mike. Your name is Mike. Your channel name is Mike, but you got 3 million views. You must have did something right. The fuck is this? I don't talk shit about other YouTubers on my stream, but I don't really like Mr. Enter that much. Most people know that. We've talked about it before. He's a little wacky. I don't agree with a lot of his opinions. But yeah, so -8 is a porn artist. His porn's fine. His porn's fine. I know a lot of people like it. I know he's inspired a lot of other porn artists to do similar things to him. He's done a lot of things. I know, right? I know how I'm talking about like the intricacies of the porn making community on like Rule 34 and shit. But seriously, I'm not even kidding. His pornographic animations have kind of inspired a lot of other people to do similar things to him. You know, which is kind of neat. His stuff doesn't do it for me, but you know, I give him credit. He has great musical taste. You know, he's got very great musical taste. So, yeah, we can give him that. We can give him that victory. But I'm gonna go ahead and open up the floor to you guys. So you guys have been, you know, Jet Set Radio, Armored Core, Mario and Luigi. You know, all of these games have good soundtracks. I don't know about Armored Core, but you know, Jet Set Radio and Mario and Luigi, certainly I know about that. But Nier has a godlike soundtrack. You mean Nier Automata or the original one? I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. Like I said before, I'll be a porn artist if regular art doesn't work. You know, you make a lot of money making porn. You know, you can make a lot of money making porn. Maybe someday when I have my own place, I've always thought about the different ideas, ways I can make porn streams more fun. Like if I was gonna be, you know, if I was gonna jerk my ding dong on stream for money, you know, what's the funnest way to do that? I don't know, play board games with people in the chat. I don't know how I'd do that, but it'd be fun. How about Sonic games? No, I mean, I think it's just a given. Even the worst Sonic games, like even Sonic 06, has fucking His World. And even if you don't like His World, because admittedly the rap section of the song is pretty poopy, it's a pretty good song. You know, the Endless Possibilities, which is like the most middle school song in the universe, is really good. Sonic games just have good music. Even at their shittiest, they just have enjoyable music. And that is mostly due to Crush 40. Crush 40 just, you know, they make songs that work well with Sonic, and I don't know why that is. Even the meme songs, like the fucking Knuckles, Pumpkin Hill from Sonic Adventure 1. I mean, for fuck's sake, how could you not love Pumpkin Hill? It's so great. Or is that from 2? I believe it's from 1, but whatever. Mario Galaxy had pretty good orchestral. It's really big and booming, but like really fits the levels. Like it definitely wouldn't work in something like Mario Sunshine, you know, which really took the tropical angle and really went with it with the music. But you know, Crush 40, Live and Learn, Living on the Edge of Tomorrow. That's fucking great. Pumpkin Hill is in 2, I think. I remember now. You guys are right. It was in 2. I remember because I had a really long argument with my buddy. Where I argued that it was from 1, but he was telling me it was from 2, and he ended up being right. But then we got into another argument about how I said that 1 was better than 2, and he kept arguing that it was 2. And he was like, yeah, but the Chow Garden's better, and I'm like, yeah, but playing the fucking Tails levels is cancer. He's like, you got me there. You know, you can't really... Even the edgy Shadow the Hedgehog game is an A-tier jam. Listen, first Shrek movie, that ain't no video game. That ain't no game. Stream just died for like a second, I guess. Persona 5 especially, its mix of casual and relaxed. I mean, I think it's just one of those things everybody knows. Persona 5 just has excellent music. The funny thing about Persona 5 is they managed to make a Japanese woman singing sound exactly like a black woman from, you know, Georgia. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how Japan does wacky shit like that. Let's see, what else are you guys throwing up? People who say Adventure 2 is better than 1 pour their milk before their cereal. That's a fact. Shadow the Hedgehog. Almost Dead is best. I read that as Dead or Alive, and I was about to say, hey, I don't know shit about Dead or Alive besides titties. Fun fact, I saw Dead or Alive, like, Bikini Edition in GameStop once when I was, like, in middle school. And I had also seen it on an episode of Cheat, which, if you don't know what Cheat is, it was an old television show on a now defunct television station, G4, which, God rest its soul. Cheat was a show about like cheat codes in video games back when games actually had cheat codes. And they showed off an episode of Dead or Alive, and it was just bikini girls just with titties hanging out, and I was like, holy shit! You know, I had to have it because I was 12, and and I had a wiener. You know, I still have a wiener, but you know, the wiener was a bit more in control of my purchases and what I was into when I was 12. Not to say its influence is not entirely here now, but My mom wouldn't do it. My mom wouldn't let me have any games that were fun until I eventually outsmarted her, or just I don't even think I outsmarted her. I think I just wore her down. I kept asking her all the time for games, and eventually she let me have Halo 3 because I told her if I didn't have Halo 3 like everybody else on day one, I was going to be a complete loser, which was a fucking fact, by the way. If you didn't have Halo 3 back in the day, you were a fucking loser, and you should feel bad. But once I got that game, that opened the floodgates for everything. I was like, well, that's rated M, so why can't I have this other rated M game? And I just wore down my mom until she just didn't give a fuck anymore. But she never did let me have Dead or Alive. She was always very adamant about the fact that I could never have Dead or Alive, which always did make me sad. And she didn't let me have, well, she didn't care. She would have let me had it had I gone to the store and asked her for it, but my dad, he wouldn't let me have the Family Guy video game because he said it was too childish, which was really funny. He didn't take me to the store often, and certainly he never bought me anything, but he had a stupid excuse for everything. You know, if I didn't get a game for like 3 months and I was like, maybe can I have something? He's like, nah, you can't have the Family Guy video game because it's too childish. And you have to give me a break on that one because I was 11 at that point, and that was during the 5-month period that I enjoyed Family Guy because I was an 11-year-old. Very quickly did I grow out of that. Band from Equestria was OP. I just randomly caught a glimpse of Band from Equestria Daily in my stream chat. Professor Yowie, you fuck. Let me give you guys the rundown. If you don't know Band from Equestria Daily, I guess that does count as a game soundtrack. It's a game. Band from Equestria Daily. You should be sucking my dick daily. Now, it's a game about a guy who's been turned into a red My Little Pony, and it's all pixel art, and you just go around Equestria fucking ponies, and it's like a point and click adventure type game where like things you do, you know, unlock other things. Like, you go to this house, click on the muffin to put it in your inventory, put the muffin here. When you come back later, the muffin is eaten, and Pinkie Pie's there, and she fucks you, and talks about how much she likes you fucking her muffin. And, you know, that's what the game... It's wacky. People are getting war flashbacks in my stream. People are losing their minds. My mom only let me get GTA 5 at the mall when I told her I could just drive to the store and buy it myself since I was 17. Well, that's true. You outsmarted your mom. Can we play Band from Equestria on stream? No. Maybe if I streamed on Twitch. But I won't. I don't think I'll stream on Twitch, at least not for a... Unless YouTube dies. I don't think I'd ever stream on Twitch. I just don't like it, but... God, no. No, we're not going to stream porn games. Definitely not. Oh my lord. Can we acknowledge how well composed every song for Super Smash Bros. Melee is? We need to acknowledge the fact that every song in every Super Smash Bros. Game is better than the... You know, the soundtrack for Super Smash Bros. Gets better with every installment, which is so fucking cool to see, you know? Melee's got good music, don't get me wrong, you know, but really, the current Smash 4, that's where the fucking best of the best music is, because it's got more of it. A lot of it is just upgraded to a higher quality. It's just good. It's just fucking good, you know? It's just good shit. Melee is good, though, and I do understand people's attachments to it, because it's Melee, you know? It's Melee music, everybody knows it, you know? Destiny OST is low-key good. I don't know anything about Destiny besides the fact that it was a colossal failure, and they rolled out Destiny 2 to kind of try and, you know, get people to buy it, and then that was even more of a failure. I don't even... Is there a Destiny 3 coming out? I don't even think there is. Best Metroid OST? I don't know. I'm not educated enough on Metroid, but I do like the Metroid Prime music. The soundtrack for the, you know, the GameCube game was really good. It was really good. Smash Ultimate. Everyone's here except Waluigi. Maybe he'll be DLC. You don't know. Or maybe this will be the last Smash game we'll have no Waluigi and then we can all fucking cry. I don't understand. I think it's just an American thing, honestly. I think Americans, and by extension Europeans, but Americans and Europeans give a shit about Waluigi, but, like, clearly Japan doesn't, you know? Like, we give a fuck about Waluigi. We love Waluigi. He's like a meme here, but, like, in Japan, clearly he's not important enough, I guess. He's an assist trophy? Ew. That's disgusting. Unpopular opinion, the theme that plays during the Ice Climber stage is probably my favorite song in the game. See, that's really funny. I wouldn't know it because nobody ever fucking plays that stage because it's cancer. Because this Melee was before they, you know, that was before they introduced the final D stages, you know, for everything. You can turn everything into a final D stage. Was it Delta, Alpha? You know, they turn it into like an Alpha stage or whatever the fuck it's called. No one in Japan likes Waluigi. Yeah, Japan's, you know, basically the worst and has the worst taste. Besides the fact that they love JoJo, their taste and everything else, absolute garbage. Absolute trash. Talk about fucking Kirby Superstar. I love Kirby Superstar. I have it for my DS, actually. I don't have it with me because I lent it out to somebody. But I have a copy of Kirby Superstar for my DS. Oh, it's good. I might actually have... No, I don't think I do. I don't think I have an original copy here for my, is it for the Super Nintendo? Yeah, I don't think I have it here. My Super Nintendo, library is fairly limited, and I haven't added to it in, you know, literal years. But, let's see here. Assassin's Creed 4 has a great soundtrack. Is that Black Flags, the pirate one? Let me see here. Let me see if I can... Give me something... Kirby's Epic Yarn. Give me an underground game that I'd never heard of. Let's talk about some indie game soundtracks. You know, none of the Kirby's, none of the Metroids. You know, none of the Halo. You know, I want some underground shit no one's gonna know about. You know, please play Must Die from BlazBlue. BlazBlue. Now people know about BlazBlue. That's a Shovel Knight. People know about that. Come on. You know, Lisa the Painful. Have you heard of Undertale? Well, guys, have you ever heard of this game called Undertale? It's kind of There we go. Nirvana, but it doesn't change tempo. By the way, I'm sorry for your loss. I don't know why Nirvana had to kill himself, but it's really sad. but Cubivore, now that's a game. Maybe I'll stream Cubivore someday. That probably wouldn't be for like 5 years, because I have so many things that I gotta stream. People keep asking me, I get messages sometimes where people just ask me, when am I going to... Because I talk about it all the fucking time. When am I going to stream Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door? And I don't know when that's going to be. Because I have to get through Shadow of War. You know, Scoon the anime, the game. I also have to go through at the same time my my Skyrim, you know, stream, which I have not forgotten about. It's just that one only comes out a few times a year, as opposed to just, you know, going until I'm done with it. That one comes out periodically, and you know, I've been considering what I'm gonna do after Shadow of War. I thought maybe I'd do a Hat in Time, because I really wanted to do a Hat in Time, but I couldn't do it when I wanted to. I wanted to do it, but I had already done Yooka-Laylee, you know, so I wasn't gonna do another platformer like right after. You know, I like to keep things. I like variety here on the channel. So, you know, maybe I'll do that and then do Paper Mario. I honestly don't know. I haven't even played a Hat in Time. I'd probably be playing it blind, just like I did Yooka-Laylee, which would probably be really fun. A lot of people like, you know, when I play games blind. Does Slime Rancher count? Slime Rancher is okay. I think it's a solidly okay game. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. It's just very okay. Like, I'd rather just be playing most other things, you know? Oh my lord. But I hope you guys had a good stream today. I know it was kind of weird, just listening to some songs and then throwing out songs and games. I hope that anybody who watches this stream later, you know, really pays attention to the chat here. The Super Mario World athletic theme. The athletic theme is fucking good. I have that on my phone. But I hope somebody who watches this later, you know, maybe takes a look a little closer at the chat, you know, and really picks out some choice soundtracks out of there. And, you know, I really hope that you guys can expand your lexicon of video game knowledge and video game music. Play all the Knuckles raps. Oh yeah, let's end with the best song. The best video game song ever made, and then I think we'll be set.
chuckle. I'd rather flex my knuckles. I'm hard as knuckles. It ain't hard to chuckle. I break them down whether they knuckles. Unlike knuckles, I'm independent since my first chuckle. First knuckles, feel the knuckles, then no knuckle chuckle. Born on an island in the knuckles. The knuckles flows inside me. My doo-doo flows, streaking blood. Cleanse yourself. No. I will be the one that set your knuckles free, true. Cleanse yourself with them comes, that's in you. Streaking